Hello and welcome to this FDI special interview. I'm joined here with Arantxa Tapia, the Minister for Economic Development and Infrastructure in the Basque Country. The Minister is heading up a delegation here in London, bringing representatives from the Basque Energy Cluster, companies in this thriving sector there looking to do some business in the UK. First of all, what opportunities do you see? What synergies do you think exist between the UK and Basque energy sectors?
I think that we have two companies which are tractors for us, which are Siemens Gamesa, which are Iberdrola. They are located here. So it's a great opportunity for our companies to be part of the supply chain of these big companies. And at the same time, we have technological interest in batteries, all storage systems and wave energy. And I think that the UK is very, very interested in this kind of energy, so we can work together in these fields. It's an opportunity in many, many areas, so we are trying to establish and to strengthen the contacts that already exist.
Do you think Brexit makes it more of an opportunity? Does it give it bigger priority for you?
The United Kingdom has been a priority for us during the last 50 or 60 years. So it's quite important to be near and to be close to the United Kingdom. And now the Brexit is going to be, I know that there are uncertainties, that there will be problems during all this process. But anyway, we have to collaborate, we have to cooperate, and we have to maintain the relationship and to strengthen it. I think it's important for the UK, and it's important for us, for our companies, for our people, because we have a lot of people, Basque people, working already here in the United Kingdom, and we have to work all together. So it will be an opportunity, but not because of the Brexit. I think it's an opportunity because of the importance of the country.
Spain's renewable energy sector in particular attracted huge amounts of investment some years ago, then clawed back some of the incentives that were on offer in this sector. Where does Basque Country sit within that? And was Spain too reliant on incentives to attract renewable companies?
No, that's right. The Basque Country is a bit special because on renewable energy we have a big industrial sector. We have big companies, important companies, technological ones that are suppliers all over the world with big companies. But at the same time, we don't have a lot of generation related to renewables. So we have lack of generation and a big industrial sector. It's quite a complicated area. But together with our potential on industry, and if the Spanish government starts again with the renewable energy, I think we have a potential. There have been 4 or 5 years with no renewables, no subsidies for that. And I think they have understood that we cannot follow that like this, because we need more generation on renewables. And it's important from the wind energy point of view, of course, and from the photovoltaic point of view. So they have started again to subsidize companies in a way that we have more generation on renewables. And from the Basque Country point of view, we have to establish where we need the generation, because we have to establish places for generation, and the offshore energy is quite a good opportunity for us. So we have to work on these opportunities, knowing that there are some problems related to regulation from the Spanish point of view. So we have to work with them together.
How much leeway do you have at the regional level to offer incentives or to adjust the business environment to try to incentivize renewable companies and others in the energy sector?
We have some instruments related to industry sector as a whole. And I think the most important thing is the taxing system. You know, the Basque Country have our own taxing system. So we collect our own taxes and we decide where to invest our incentives or our programs. And from that point of view, we have an important program related to development of our industry sector. It is going to be one of the key issues of this period for our president. And we have decided that we want manufacturing sector in industry that has to be 25% of our economy. So nowadays we are around 24, we have to arrive to 25, but it is not so easy to arrive to that. And we have to base on two important things. One is technology. We have to develop important technology, to subsidize the technology, to work with companies very close, and as a government to be a reference for our companies, and at the same time work internationally. So with industry, technology, and international issues, we think that we can do important, important developments for our country, and to maintain our economy in a good position to, at the same time, balance the social needs of the country.
You mentioned about working internationally. What other markets, apart from the UK, are priority ones for Basque Country for trade and export?
In Europe, we have Germany, France, Italy, and the United Kingdom. And apart from that, US, Mexico, China, India, and now we are exploring all the South Asia area, Singapore, Korea. I think the same countries everybody look at. But we consider the countries only from the point of view of our small and medium enterprises. We are very focused on them, and at the same time working on specialization areas. Our region has decided to be specialized on biosector, medical devices related to health, on energy, renewables, distributed energy, and so on, and on manufacturing. Manufacturing for automation, for the automotive sector, machine tooling, aerospace. So that will be our key issue. So geographical areas together with specialization sectors.
And Spain seems to be recovering quite well now from some of the economic problems that the country had post-crisis, and we've seen an increase in FDI go into Spain more generally. Is Basque Country reflective of these positive trends as well? Are you seeing these dynamics play out there?
Yeah, nowadays, apart from Madrid and Barcelona, which are very big cities, the third place for economy, for attracting investment is the Basque Country. So I think we are doing pretty well in that sense, but we have to maintain the position, because with our taxing incentives and all the incentives and programs related to industry, I think that we can attract and be attractive for new industry to establish in the Basque Country. But we try to establish manufacturing, always very related to manufacturing, and trying to be very complementary to our industry sector. So considering all these things, I think we have an opportunity.
There's often a perception that manufacturing is not so strong in Western Europe, maybe too expensive, better to shift production to cheaper locations in the East. How can you maintain a competitive edge in manufacturing?
We have made a reflection in the last period of our president, and we started with a Basque Industry 4.0 strategy, which means winning manufacturing, but very advanced manufacturing. It will not be based on only people labor, but on robotics, new technologies, new added value products, trying to work together more than one company. So if we try to be advanced manufacturing area, we can do that. And we have seen that many companies that are doing their job in this sense are doing pretty well, and they are increasing their benefits a lot. So this will be one of the ways. Of course, there are a lot of components around that, but this is one of the main issues we are focusing nowadays. And cybersecurity is one of the big issues our companies have to work with, because big companies are working with cybersecurity, but our small companies have to focus on that and try to do special things, because they are nowadays connected to the cloud and to everybody. And there are some issues that have to be developed and have to be worked in.
Yes, exactly. This was a warning sounded by Barbara Vest of Energy UK in a keynote speech at an event we have just held in partnership with Basque Country, promoting the cross-fertilization of the energy sectors in the UK and the Basque Country. We wish you success in these endeavors and the rest of your trip in London. We thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.